Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chauncey cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money,
in the game for Cincinnati.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL. And he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw is Goff. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 18 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Patriots first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Here's Goff. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Back to throw, Goff. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Olave, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Williams. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Goff now to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Patriot first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A give to Williams, running right. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Now it's gone. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real...
And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Ray McLeod. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
And partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England's offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Goff.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
the 43-yard line.
Here's Goff.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
3 yards. And the Patriots first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 12. And the Patriot first down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it when it's second down. Second and 7 from the 20.
Second and 7.
We go, come on! Hey, like 20!
Goff now looking to throw. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Fourth down.
Prater's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10. But at their own 26.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Got it. Ready? Go!
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he works free.
Still going. He may go.
And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Alexander Madison, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Bengals 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. They juked him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They try the left side here with Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Goff. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's 3rd and 7.
Goff. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To Justin Jefferson. A gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air again. Goff. Screenplay set up for Williams. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Muscling free near the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Right back to Brown. Shrugs him off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
about 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, ready. Get it. 60 by. Let go.
Brown is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So the Patriots coming out now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up to throw.
Olave holds it in. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw again.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A gain of 5. First down.
To throw is Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
19-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime
Our tour
report.
of the
Scott.
NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Texans get the W by 2 touchdowns. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Colts up by a touchdown, 14-7 the score at halftime. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Aaron Rodgers. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. This one's gone to halftime now, and it's the Vikings with the lead at the half. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late season byes. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 20, And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
For the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Go!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
A 39-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They run it again with Williams. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We'll go down. It's a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. Goff.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
First down, Patriots.
Here's Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Now it's gone. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And able to get this out to the 25. Their home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go. 19, start.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go, here we go. 70, go.
Here's Madison running on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've created a nice sustained drive off the plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And the lane closes up quickly as we get about 3 down to the 38.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now out come the Patriots.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The pass caught by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Goff.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
In punt formation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead to the 22-yard line. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
142 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now carry number 20 in the game. Here's Williams.
They'll get this to the 24. It's second down. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Gone. This one taken in by Olave. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Completes this to Jefferson. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Goff. Able to find Ertz.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again is gone. Olave holds it in. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A 7-yard gain.
Goff now looking to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and goal, New England.
To the air again. Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Patriots.
Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And that incompletion means his streak is over there. He'd hit on 9 straight passes. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bengals, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.